Hello. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about logging a task, a phone call, or an event. You want to make sure that you're doing that, especially as we're making outbound calls to our customers, so that we can keep track of what we're doing, what's working, the effort that we're putting in, and the return that we're getting on that effort. So it's a great way to do it. Plus, you can keep track of important information and conversations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And as you can see, kind of looking at this screen, I just picked a Busy Bee as a customer, and I'm just going to go through creating one of these things, and pretty much they're all identical. But so let's say that I want to create a phone call. I'm going to click that, and again, that's just this piece of paper with a plus sign. I'm going to go down to where it says phone call, and I'm going to click on that. So that's going to pop open to a different screen. So let me switch over here. Should just take me a second. Stop sharing. Let's share again. Now what's going to pop up is this basically this phone call screen. You're not going to change the custom form at the top. Just leave that alone. Put a subject in for your call. Say, let's see, it's the test call. The phone number we dialed is that. The status. So if you just made this phone call, you don't want to schedule it, you want to complete it. If you're scheduling it for in the future, obviously you want to put that there. So it automatically puts the date. It puts the date it's completed as today's date. You can go down here and you can change and add the contacts. So we want to do the Busy Bee test as our contact. And you can go over here to your message, and then you enter a message. This is a test phone call. That is all you have to do. Then you can go up and hit the blue save. And let me go back. And you'll go to the next to the main screen here. And if you want to see, you can go over here and see activity. And you had a test call that was completed today. The memo or the message that you put was test phone call. So that information is recorded. While you're doing those things, the phone calls, the tasks, the events, you can always log them with the other things going on. So let's go ahead and do another one. Let's do, obviously a phone call is pretty simple. It's a phone call, whether it's a prospect call or to a current customer. A task is, sending an email, or I've got to follow up on something, or so on and so on. An event is like a scheduled meeting ahead of time. Maybe you're going to do a meeting on Teams, or you're going to do a face-to-face. That's what I would consider an event. Something a little more significance than just picking up the phone and dialing out. Something scheduled, something significant. So let's go ahead and do another one. We did a phone call, so let's do an event. And let me go back to my Teams. Stop sharing, then I have to share again. Hold on a second. This is the event form that's going to pop up. Obviously, you just leave it at the standard. You're going to do a test event. You put in here. The location, you can put their address, your address, office. You can leave it blank. That's up to you. Confirm, completed, or tentative. So, let's say it's confirmed. You're obviously the organizer. Let's say the date is the 7th. You want to reserve time. Let's go at 10:30 a.m. It automatically logs an hour for the call. You can change that if you want. You can set up reminders so that they go to your browser and pop up, or they can send you an email. Either one, it'll do whatever you like. You can do it at the time of the event, 5 minutes before, 10, and so on and so on. And then it'll pop up. Now, as you go down, you can obviously, you can go to your related records. You can change your contact. You also see over here transaction type. There's a couple things in here: a sales order, a payment, item fulfillment, invoice, whatever you can put there, whatever that transaction type is. Opportunity, a quote, usually would be the ones that you would put on there. And then you can kind of go through it. Everything looks good. Here's a really neat function that you can also do as you're saving it. If you hit this arrow, there's a save and follow up. So I like to do that for phone calls if it's something I'm following up on, but an event, you can do it too. But if you hit save and follow up, basically it looks like you just pulled up the exact same thing, but there's nothing in it. And, you can pick your date, your time. So let's say I want to follow up on the 22nd at say 4:30 p.m. You can give yourself a reminder. You can confirm that. This is a test follow-up. And basically what that'll do is it'll carry your notes from the other call. So it'll look like you've already entered your notes and you can just add on to it. But it's a pretty neat function. So the first one you would confirm, or not confirm, but you would complete. And then the second one would automatically go to confirm. But so it's a pretty neat little process. So all that information is there for you. Say follow up. And you hit save. Hold on, let me share back to my other screen. Now, as you're looking at this, you can show your activity. So you had looks like a test confirmed, 0 memo, and this says test call. So these were your two events. This is your test phone call. So you have all that information. So it's all there, and it'll automatically put that on your calendar, that follow up, and it'll pop up. So it's a great opportunity to do all that information in one spot. So just wanted to follow up with you, let you guys all see that. Really important that we're doing that information, especially as we are dealing with tasks, phone calls, and events. And as we're taking our half days or 2 hours on the phone or whole days on the phone, or whole days making appointments, let's make sure that we're getting this information in there, so that we can show that, and how we're moving forward and kind of what accounts that we're going after and how we're doing it, getting them. So if you have any questions or anything, just please let me know. But thank you very much.